Hey guys, welcome back. BGCKR here, and today we're going to be doing another unboxing. We're opening One-Up Box. Now, for those of you who don't know, One-Up Box is a monthly subscription service that sends a box of geeky, nerdy, usually gamer-themed stuff to your door, and you always get a t-shirt and some other cool stuff. As always, thank you so much to One-Up Box for sending us this box for the purposes of review. Really appreciate it.
And if you want to get one for yourself, link is in the description. Don't forget to use the coupon for discount off the first month. Great price if you're in the States, not so great if you're in Canada, like us. And it's a little bit slow. This is actually the February box. We're opening a little bit late because it took a while to get to us.
Yeah.
But it's a really, if it weren't for the shipping, it would be a really good deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually imagining, we always do this intro beginning of each box, but there's a very good chance that the only people watching these unboxings are our regulars. So thank you very much for watching. And you probably don't need to hear all that, but maybe this is like the theme music. You know, us talking is like the theme music to get you in the mood for what you're going to see in the box.
Mm-hmm.
So without further ado, after all that ado...
Oh man, this is packed.
Action-packed, Pee-wee.
Let's see what this first thing
Oh,
is.
nice. Okay, I like this. I like these kind of designs.
Oh man, yeah, this is really good. So this is Batman, and is that the Joker? Is that Scarecrow?
I don't know. It looks like a jack-o'-lantern, but
Yeah.
what's key, I guess. All right, so this is one of those. This is one thing I actually like a lot about the One-Up Box. A lot of it is fan inspired. It's not always the licensed stuff, and sometimes that's clear because you can tell it's not Batman because there's no bat symbol on his chest. But it's clearly evocative of it. It's clearly inspired by Batman.
It's winged hat and raggedy cape man.
That's it. Oh right, yeah, because the cape actually doesn't have the scalloped bottom that the sort of.
It's all torn up, kind of the way it is depicted in like some video games or grittier depictions.
Yes. All right, so this is interesting. I don't know what this is. There's nothing.
Let's crack it open. It's
All
probably something Mario tangential, although it doesn't look like it's Mario licensed.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, totally.
Right, because it's the question block.
All right, so I wonder if it's like a.
Or it's just a random item and they go, surprise!
Oh, cool.
Oh, is it a Mario tie? What is the design?
It is. It looks like it. I mean, that looks like Kirby. Or the ghost.
No, those are ghosts. The things that look like Kirby, I think you're thinking of the Bomb-Oms.
Okay, yeah.
So there's Shy Guys, there is Bomb-Oms, there's some Goombas I'm seeing, like...
I would wear that. I would wear that.
Where's a Goomba? Right there, that's a Goomba.
Yeah.
That is the Inky. Some cool stuff. That's a cool tie. So we've gotten some cool ties.
I like the presentation. That was
Question mark block. Is this a Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad Mini. So these are our possibilities. 1 in 12 chance of each, and which are the rares? I don't know.
Well, we have to crack it open to see what we got.
We absolutely do. Okay. Where is the... There we go. Or maybe there isn't anything short packed. I know sometimes they don't do that. Alright, hold on. Rip, rip, rip. You'd think with all the hand strength I've got it would be easy to get into these, but apparently not.
Let's see, is it in the little blister pack?
Or a little like garbage bag? Like a mini garbage, little mini garbage bag.
Oh, there you go,
Seal.
so you can rip that open. Let's see which one we got. That is Harley Quinn.
That's cute. I like that. Is that the standard one?
I don't think so, because it's not the standard outfit.
It's the bottom one. Rotten. She's got a rotten tattoo.
So I don't think that's particularly rare. I think they're all like equal rarity, it looks like.
It's cute. I like
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and there's something else. Wow,
it's
that's
a luggage
a lot of
tag.
stuff.
It's a luggage tag. It's a Harley Quinn luggage tag. That's so cool.
Get a good look at the front of that. Wow, okay, so there we go. That's the more traditional Suicide Squad costume, but obviously it looks like it's, again, not officially
like an
licensed.
anime style. It's like anime style.
Well, because it doesn't have the design on the front. I think that might be...
Alright, this
That's
is
pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
There is a little
and a button, too. Wow, a lot of stuff this month. Yeah, it's got their characters.
Yeah.
Their...
And the theme is enemy. February 2017 Enemy. And here is a summary. Oh, no, there's more. There's a little sticker.
Oh wow. So that's Meowth and Jesse and James.
Pokemon.
That's pretty cool.
And this month's theme was Enemy.
So there we go. That's pretty cool.
So we got a Funko Mystery Mini Suicide Squad character. We got a Little Monster luggage tag. Prepare for Trouble stickers, so that's also inspired by. A super necktie. Plus a Ha 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 exclusive t-shirt. Alright.
It's all pretty good. That's a really solid month, actually.
Yeah, I like that.
What we always say
Do we
is...
fight over the tie? Who gets the tie?
I think you can have the tie if you want it.
Alright.
But what we always say is that the t-shirt is actually a good chunk of it. And the t-shirt plus one other kind of cool thing is all you need to make it. And so I think the t-shirt and the tie in this case were the two things that made it. I like the sticker, I like the mystery mini, and I like the luggage tag, but I think those were the kind of two big ticket items this month, and I think they were both pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I actually really like the tie. I'm always looking for a good tie. I bet that Looney Tunes Paisley tie that I wear for everything, and it's nice to have something else that's maybe not so flashy, and it's I think it's subtle enough that unless you're looking for it, people could easily overlook it. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so going to the shaky cam for our recommendation, we've got another book.
Yes, and we're going to go a little bit off the beaten path. Maybe something that's not as mainstream. It's called Odd Adventures with Your Other Father by Norman Prentice. Norman Prentice, if you read horror, you might have heard of him. He won the Bram Stoker Award. Bram Stoker's sort of the horrors industry's version of, say, maybe the Nebula or Hugo Award, like the big sort of literary award. And he won for, alright, I'm awful at this. It's not a short story. It's that in-between length that I never know how it works.
Novelette?
It might be something like... Anyways, he won the Bram Stoker Award for a previous book, Invisible Fences, which I really liked. And it's because I'd read that I was willing to give this one a shot, and it is... I would recommend it. So it's Odd Adventures with Your Other Father. I'll read the back copy because it's interesting. It's a bit of a mashup, so it's hard to define in some ways. So because one of her fathers died when she was very young, much of Celia's family knowledge comes from stories her surviving father narrates. Road trip adventures from the mid-'80s explore homophobia in a supernatural context. As she considers these adventures, a rescue mission aided by ghostly hallucinations, a secluded town of strangely shaped inhabitants, a movie star with a monstrous secret, Celia uncovers startling new truths about her family's past. So, what it is, what's interesting, it's a bit of a mashup. So, it's a road trip story. It's a young adult story. It's also horror. And it's got some really fantastical elements in it. So that's sort of the hook. But why it really worked for me was, alright, so besides the fact that all the elements that I'm familiar with, so I read a lot of fantasy, I enjoy young adult, like John Green, Levitan, David Levitan.
Yeah.
So it really works. So when they put it together really well, like when somebody coming at it with like a love of the genres and an understanding of it. See, I don't read as much horror, but I feel like I was saying this before, that it's almost like it works like a gateway book for leading you into other sort of genres and other kind of styles and other kind of worlds. And I'm not really expressing myself very well, but enjoyed it a lot. The cool thing is, alright, so it's a bit of there's a bit of suspense, right? Because you don't know, it doesn't reveal everything right away, but the ending is not, it's sort of telegraphed from way before, so you sort of have an idea of what's coming, but why it really, really works is, I could really understand the characters. I felt a lot of empathy for the characters, and especially Celia's story, which is sort of the framing story, that's the young adult part, and I think it also captures really beautifully some of the complexities of relationships. So there's Celia's grandparents. There's the relationship between her two fathers. There's the underlying, like, it almost works as a historical novel of, I know it's not really, but 80s wasn't that long ago, but it really captures a feel of what it was like in the 80s. I mean, we sort of take a lot of things for granted now about how we're much more accepting of people, and how I don't exactly know what I'm trying to say even, but that we've come a really long way, even in, I guess, the 30 years since this, the setting of the backstory when Celia's hearing some of the stories about her dads when they're going on the road trip and seeing all these sort of horrific things. And that's the other thing I like. It's horror, but it's a quiet sort of horror, so it's not like the gory kind of splatterpunk, but it's that kind of horror that's really grounded in real things. So I get why some of the stuff is just so disgusting. Like it's just it sort of hits you right in the gut, and I can feel I can connect with it in ways, even though I've never seen some of the things that they're talking about. It makes it just so much more. I don't know. I don't want it's not really visceral, but it just gets you, right? Like it's more of like a emotional reaction rather than an intellectual reaction. So not, oh, that's kind of weird and gross. It's a, oh, you know, like it's uncomfortable.
So what I'm hearing from you is that it's a realistic fiction to the point where you feel like it was a really accurate depiction of the times, even though it is totally fantastical. Like there's a lot of elements of like complete fantasy from it, and so those things are combined in a really effective way.
Yeah, and I got a chance to talk to the author a little bit, and not to spoil. Like, I know some people don't like to read a series because this is totally self-contained. It doesn't really need any more as far as the story goes. But when I finished it, I felt like I really wanted more of their story. And he was saying that he had ideas about how the sort of overall arc was going to go. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of it. So don't let that dissuade you, because this one book is self-contained. I should also note,
if you love it, there's more to love. But if you don't feel like you have the time to pick up a series, you can definitely just read this one.
Oh yeah. It's for sale. It was part of the Kindle program on Amazon, and so it's for sale right now at $3. We happened to buy the Dead Tree edition because when we enjoy the content of somebody, a creator, and we appreciate what they do, we want to support them a little bit, and we figured it's easier to actually do a video with a physical book than it is with the electronic one. But it's only $3. I think it's a really good sort of a blind buy if you've never read them before, but enjoyed it a lot. I was actually quite surprised by how well the different elements of it work together as that kind of a mashup.
So there we go. That's our recommendation. And that was the unboxing. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Komoda.